Congratulations, you've chosen to bring a precious baby into the world. As parents, we have the responsibility to keep ourselves and our babies healthy. To stay healthy, we and our babies need to breathe clean air that is free of the poisonous chemicals found in tobacco smoke.
Sadly, statistics show that 17% of teens smoke during their pregnancy.
Only about 20% of teen smokers quit when they become pregnant.
Did you know that nicotine, the addictive drug in cigarettes, is found in the breast milk of smoking moms?
But it's not just the smoking mom that hurts the baby's health. Other people's smoke, called secondhand smoke, harms both moms and their babies.
When you're around people who smoke, you breathe in over 4,000 poisonous chemicals from their tobacco smoke. These toxic chemicals go through you and into your developing baby through the placenta.
After your baby is born, it's still defenseless against the poisons in other people's smoke.
But you have the power to reduce your baby's risk of getting many health problems brought on by secondhand smoke, such as
sudden infant death syndrome,
premature labor, stillbirth, low birth weight, the leading cause of infant death,
birth defects,
pneumonia,
bronchitis,
asthma, ear infection,
attention deficit disorder,
and learning disabilities.
All of these threats to your baby's health are greatly increased by being around secondhand smoke.
Does anyone know someone who smoked while they were pregnant?
Well, my current boyfriend's mom smoked while she was pregnant and had 2 miscarriages, and got pregnant the 3rd time, had the baby, but it came 3 months early. So there were a lot of complications and she had to stay in the hospital a long time, but she survived. But a lot of stress that added on to it.
Yeah. My cousin, he was going out with this girl and she was smoking every day, and then the baby came out when she was 5 months, and she was when she was born, she was you could see her through her skin. And you could see her her little heart and everything, and she just lasted for 5 hours, and then she just died. That was just recently, 2 months ago. Yeah.
Do you think anyone talked to her about maybe quitting smoking?
Yeah, the whole family used to tell her, you know what, you have to quit smoking and everything, but she wouldn't just listen. She wouldn't listen.
Have any of you had experiences where people smoked around you while you were pregnant or smoked around the baby after it was born?
Well, when I used to go to the mall and I used to go out, I used to have people smoke around me, and it bugged me a lot. I used to smoke before I had her. I used to be a chain smoker. And since I got pregnant, everything just disgusted me, and these guys would just smoke around me one day, and my friend was like, hey, you need to step away from her, she's pregnant or whatever. But it just bugged me because it made me nauseous and made me want to throw up.
I live with my current boyfriend and his family smokes around me and he smokes around me. And I've tried to get them to quit, but they haven't really quit yet. And it just it grosses me out because then I smell like it, and I hear about how the bad things that can happen. And they try to go outside away from me to smoke, but sometimes it's hard. And he tried to stop for a little while, and then he started smoking again, so it's hard to get someone to quit.
Sometimes it's sitting at the bus stop with other people. They would come and just start smoking cigarettes. It's I will ask them if they can step away from smoking, but if they don't, then I'll just get up and move myself. So some people are cooperative and some people aren't. They're just they don't care.
A lot of people don't even care if they're smoking, because they don't know how badly it affects you. I know that my boyfriend's family was saying, well, I smoked during my pregnancy, so it's just, I came out fine. So it's just, it's kind of they don't really understand the consequences of everything.
But that doesn't make it any better. Just because their baby, they came out fine, or their child came out fine, doesn't mean that yours is going to come out fine because they're smoking around you.
They may say that they turned out fine or whatever, but it may not be true because they may not know how many.
They have asthma. A lot of my boyfriend, who his mom smoked while she was pregnant with him. He has asthma, really bad asthma now, and some nights he can't even breathe because he has such bad asthma because he smokes now too. So it's just one problem on top of another problem, and after a while, it just really affects you.
It's worse on teens because say if you're like 16 or 17 and you're like my size or whatever and you're smoking while you're pregnant, that's a big risk. And plus how people are different. Some people, are thick and skinny or whatever. People got different risks and people are different. So everybody, and people be smoking around me or whatever, but I try to move away from it. And other people, they don't really care because they're not pregnant, you're pregnant, and they don't really care, and they're not gonna quit because you pregnant or whatever like that. So my friends didn't want to change, so I started changing, start hanging out with my mom and my sister. I don't hang out with my brother anymore, his friends. I hang out with my mom, I go to work. I do more things to keep me away from smoking. And keep me healthy.
When I used to smoke and drink and party and stuff, I had all my friends, they all smoked, and once I found out I was pregnant, I sort of isolated myself from everyone. I didn't really talk to anybody, but my best friends were my dad and my brother and my husband, but that's it. I had a lot of friends, but I don't talk to any of them anymore.
I'm not really at home very much. I work every day, 7 days a week, but usually in my room I have an air purifier to keep my room clean because I live with them, so I can't really keep myself away from it. But I have an air purifier in my room, and then I'm never really home. I just come home at night and sleep and have dinner with them, but I just try to keep myself as far away from it as I can.
Yeah. Have you asked them to go outside? Or?
Yeah, and we had started trying that because after dinner they usually go smoke, and so we try to have them go out on the porch, but it's kind of hard. Sometimes people forget, and it's hard to keep reminding them, and I feel bad because it's their house, but I try to keep away from it.
Air purifiers it may take away the smell, so it may smell clean, but there's over 4,000 chemicals in cigarettes, and you can't smell them all, so they could definitely still be lurking around. Does anyone know where are the most dangerous locations to be around smoke?
Definitely your home's probably the most dangerous because, if you're out in public, at least you can get away from it. But when you're at home, you try to go somewhere and you're still around it.
Sometimes I'm visiting my husband's family, and they just finished smoking 3 cigarettes because they smoke a cigarette after cigarette, and they just go up to her and they kiss her and they hug her, and I'm like, you smell strong, and I just kind of take her away, and everyone also my sister-in-law's husband, he smokes really a lot, so they always, every time I smell her, she smells like cigarettes, and I'm just I tell him, I'm don't hug her when when you just finished, go wash your face or your mouth or something. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, my boyfriend smokes in the car. He thinks that if you roll a window down that the cigarette smoke won't affect you or that you won't get any effects of it. So he'll just roll down a window or move over on the other side of the couch, something like that, because he's not right next to me. But I just don't think that people really understand the effects of it.
In your early pregnancy, people may not know you're pregnant, so they're smoking around you. So what can you do if you don't want to tell them you're pregnant, but you how would you handle that situation?
You can just get up and walk away. If you're in the house, you can go outside, go in your room, or just move away from them. Because just being in a closed space, no matter what, it's harmful for you and the baby. So just moving away from them, period, it would be better than sitting there.
Yeah, I was thinking another thing you could say is maybe say I'm allergic to smoke or something. You can make up something. What can we do to protect ourselves and our babies from secondhand smoke?
Stay away from the environment, escalate yourself from being around those people. Stop hanging around those people, because if they don't really care, then you shouldn't be hanging around them. And if they smoke around you and you're telling them not to smoke around you, they don't want to listen because of your health and they're your friend, then they're really not your friend. So stop hanging around them.
I agree with her a lot. I think the biggest thing that you can really do is just change who you really hang out with, because I think a lot of the girls here have done that, and that's why they're not really around smoking. And just think you're gonna be a mom anyways, so you I mean, you're gonna have to make some tough decisions. So I just think like one of the least things you could do is while you're pregnant is just learn to try to make good friends and just, I don't know, just associate yourself a little better, because you have to grow up anyways. And so I just think that that's the best thing to do.
Move the baby away from the smoker.
Ask the person to smoke outside.
Ask the person not to smoke in the car.
Explain how harmful secondhand smoke is to us and our babies.
Give friends and family information on how to quit smoking.
We accept the responsibility to protect our babies
And ourselves from secondhand smoke.
What will you do?